He is. Hi there.
How's everything with you?
Everything is grand. I live in a summer resort town, and after Labor Day, things really start to quiet down a bit. So it's welcome. The town,
I'm
of course,
sure.
needs tourist dollars, and but
Uh,
the townies are ready for the season to be over.
we were in a little souvenir shop, a big souvenir shop in the village of Tok, Alaska, Tok, and
Uh-huh.
I asked one of the cashiers, uh, "Do you get bothered by all these people in here?" She got a look of almost fear on her face. Oh, no, no. She said, "It's dark here so long. We're glad to see people."
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the
I
Yankee dollar, but she didn't add that.
it was implied, right? How are things with you?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
I say all right is good enough oftentimes.
When people ask me that, I typically say, as we say down home, about the same.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it's said
Right.
in southern Indiana. Uh, all right.
I volunteer with the Indy Honor Flight, and I've been taking care of. I've been picking up one of the veterans who uh, will soon turn 91, and he had hip surgery a month and a half ago, and he's not allowed to drive yet. So I pick him up and take him to the car show, which supports the honor flight. Hi, Bob Roberts.
Hey, I missed the first part of that. Who were you talking about?
Well, you, of course. It's good
I
to see
couldn't
you,
get on
Bob.
there this week. I tried and tried and everything, and I
Bob,
missed it.
I posted your name on Facebook and talked about you and River Smith and your 75 years with the fire department. So your name is up in lights now.
Yeah, I kind of lost everybody there for a little while. I'll see if I got you back on. And Bobby came on there and stuff. I had a little deal there that I had. It was in the Clarion about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I might have to put my glasses on to read this and everything and stuff. But the studious looking young man with a mustache and dark rimmed glasses you may have seen on TV at the Watergate hearings is Michael P. Flanigan at 39 and of English, a graduate of English high school. Flanagan usually sits directly behind Senator Down. I said, Iowa, Democrat from Hawaii, and Joseph Montoya, Democrat from New Mexico, is assistant auditor of the Watergate transcripts, which will be published in the of 400 to 500 page volumes. The first is due to be released in a few days. So I imagine Michael would enjoy that.
When you started to read dark-haired gentleman with horn-rimmed glasses, my mind went right to my grandfather, but I thought surely you were going to read about something else. He gave me one of the things that he got at the end of the Watergate hearings was bound volumes of the entire of transcripts of the entire hearing with his name embossed on every single volume. I forget, I don't know, there's 11 or 12 of them, and he gave those to me, so I have those. And that's pretty neat. I came across, I'm gonna go get it. I've been going through photos recently, and I came across one that I'm going to show you guys. But this is one other thing I came across. It doesn't fit me, which is why I have it in a box. But
One small move for English.
one large opportunity for Crawford County.
Oh, very good.
Well, good. They've got some T-shirts out now for the Civic Club. It shows English Indiana. That
Well, this is what I'm wearing.
this is no reflection on my face. Those are little circular bandages. I went to a dermatologist and she worked me over pretty good and stuff. I have those three there, and you can't see these. Are three on this side, one behind each ear, and probably about 10 or 15 on one arm and 5 on the other. So she just kept working on me. Bobby, how are you?
Okay, they were lost somebody.
Well, I'm still here. I'm going to get a
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, but we lost.
Oh, we did. We lost Gordon.
I couldn't think his name.
Well, see if he joins us again.
You know, I had a birthday last week on the 26th of
Got
August.
John Flanagan hooking up.
Hi, John.
Hey, Robert.
How's everything in Hawaii?
Everything that I can see is in good shape. I can't answer.
It's everything around you's okay, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Everything around you is okay.
Everything around me is okay, but Lahaina
Well, that's good.
very
That's
well.
fine. I was worried about you that I couldn't get on last week and
Pretty
stuff.
sad. Pretty
I
sad
was
over
wondering
there.
how John came out.
I'm
Hi there,
sorry.
Uncle John.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy.
I'm looking for a picture, which is why I'm off screen. I was saying that I've been going through pictures lately. Oh, I found it. And there's one I wanted to show here. Let's see here.
Oh, there you go.
I know there's a little reflection, but
Well, I can.
I don't
make
think
out
I
any
have
of
any
these.
What year was that?
It says 50-51, Mike Flanigan, sophomore.
Oh, okay. I see one there.
Oh,
Looks like,
it's
seems like
Granddad.
one looks like Arnie and one looks like Jig's ear. And stuff.
Looks like
Hi, Granddad.
Huh?
Someone's
Hi,
talking.
Granddad.
Who is that?
Hi, Mike.
Jeremy.
Is this
Hey, Mike Flanigan, did you hear the little thing that I read a while ago?
No.
No.
Huh? I'll tell you what, I'll read it again.
Wow.
I just
All
lost.
right, listen up, Granddad. Listen to this, okay?
Okay, I lost the picture, but
I can't
it's the
understand.
studious looking young man with the mustache and dark rimmed glasses you may have seen on TV at the Watergate hearings is Michael P. Flanigan, 39, English, a graduate of the English high school. Flanigan usually sits directly behind Senators, I don't know, Ioma, Hawaii, and Joseph Montoya, Democrat of New Mexico, and is a Senate assistant editor of the Watergate transcripts, will be published in the number of 500 volumes. The first is due to be released in a few days.
Did you catch much of that, Granddad?
What?
Did you hear much of that? Bob Roberts was reading an article, probably from the Democrat, about when you were on the Watergate committee.
I don't remember.
You remember being on the Watergate committee, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there was an article about that in the Crawford County Democrat at the time, and Bob Roberts was just reading it. He came across it.
That's funny.
I was saying he read it earlier, and I said that you were given bound volumes of the entire set of transcripts from Watergate with your name embossed on the spine, and that you gave me those volumes. I have those volumes.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Happy Grandparents' Day, by the way.
Huh?
Today is Grandparents' Day, so happy
Oh,
Grandparents' Day to
I did not
you
know that.
and many others on here.
Yeah, I missed last month because the family was celebrating our 65th wedding anniversary.
65th.
Yeah, all of us were together. There was us two, our 3 children and their mates, that's 8. 5 grandchildren with their mates makes 18. There's 5 great grandchildren and a niece and her husband. 25 altogether.
Congratulations.
You know, Ann and
I
my
lost everybody, but I finally got back on pictures.
Ann and
Michael,
64th was 2 days ago.
you
First
enjoy
one
what you were doing then, and you don't have that black mustache now.
What's that again?
I say, Michael, you don't have that black mustache again.
Black mustache.
Yeah, that's what this thing says, a black mustache.
I don't
Oh,
remember having a black mustache.
No, he said he's talking about Mike. He's talking about Granddad.
Oh, Mike, yeah.
With a
Granddad got a
mustache
hair.
and dark, with a mustache and dark rim glasses.
Granddad got a haircut and a shave, I can see.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks to Mandy.
Well, good. I was showing this picture a few minutes ago, Granddad. You're probably not able to make it out, but it's your sophomore basketball picture.
I remember that picture.
Yeah, I see. Whitey Stevenson, Jim Daly, Arnie Vogelsong, Bud Joe Eastridge, Jake Zier. Oh,
There you go.
better. That's better
Is that
there
better?
and everything. Ronnie Dimbo's on the left, and then Mike Flanigan. And it looks like then I missed the other guy. Joe Tyler, Bunk McMill, Whitey
Angel Haycock.
Stevenson. And I missed the other one there, and then Jim Daly, Arnie, Bud Joe, Cunningham, Jake Zier. Benny Dodson's a coach. I can't make out who the student manager was.
And you said Cunningham. What was Cunningham's first name?
Gene, I believe.
Gene, yeah.
Gene Cunningham.
I think, was Gene Cunningham one of the guys you went up to the Great Lakes with for Naval Reserve training, Granddad? Gene Cunningham?
I don't remember. I think Vic Megenity was one.
Dimbo.
Ronnie Dimbo.
I recognized them all except 2, I think, maybe.
Who are the young ladies?
Can you bring that picture back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me do.
Like that big one and everything.
Mary Edith.
And Lord a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay, there you are. That's Ronnie Dimbo to start with, and then Mike.
Yeah.
And,
But the young ladies, Granddad,
Bobby,
did you say Mary Edith?
Bobby Hammond, Joe Tyler, Buck McMail, Whitey Stevenson.
Who-
Uh, anybody know that next one?
how about Denzel Haycox?
It could be, and stuff, and Jim Daly, and Arnie, and Bud Joe, and Gene Cunningham, and Jake Zier. And I think, is that, one of the Yell Eaters on the left? Is that a Brown?
That's Brown.
Brown?
What's the other one on the right?
Mm.
Who's
Uh,
the Cruz?
Cruz, it could
Yes.
be.
Cruz.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Denzel Haycock's the one I couldn't think of. So that covers the team. And Brown, that's the one that married Doug McGinnity.
Did you, Granddad? Did you say Mary Edith?
Mary Edith Brown.
Mary Edith
Doug
Brown.
McGinnity.
I didn't see
Mary
Mary
Edith
Edith on that picture.
Let's try again.
She's one on the left.
Yeah, she's the one on the left. I don't
That's Mary Edith?
remember the boy in the center that was the
With the harlequin glasses?
Yeah, must be right here. Yeah.
Okay, I can believe that. I didn't recognize her with that picture.
Yeah, that's a good picture. You know, that was one of the better basketball teams that we ever had. They come with an ace winning the Paola section. That they beat Paola of about 20 some odd points. In the final game, they were playing Mount St. Francis. Mount St. Francis had a good team, so they transferred them out of New Albany down to Paola. And we were doing all right. It was almost tied up. And Buck McMill gave a pass to Jake Zier, and it was down around his knees, and Jake couldn't catch anything down around his knees, and he missed it. And that was the turning point of the game. There's only just maybe a few seconds or something left. But we lacked about 2 points of winning the sectional. I do remember the game really well. But they kicked hell out of Paola, and the guy that was keeping score for Paola, he jumped over the deal where the scorekeepers kept and just left the gym. And they beat us the first game of the season and stuff real bad. And then English really laid it on them in the sectional.
Yeah, talking about sectionals, Corridon, where I graduated from, lost to Floyd Central in a regular season game with 35 points. 2 weeks later, they beat them in the sectional.
Yeah.
To win it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was overtime game.
That Mount St. Francis shouldn't have been down there in the first place.
Yeah.
But they had a good team and had a chance to win the sectional. That's the reason they moved them down there. There's a little politics in that, I think. That I was looking at the deal. I found something down there that on that Sloan cabin that was originally built in 1816. I don't know whether you can get a picture of that or not.
Yeah, here, let me spotlight that for everyone again. Go up a little bit, Bob.
Okay.
Right there. Right there. That's perfect.
That was built in 18 and I've got a date here someplace. It was built by James Sloan, who came from Barron County, Kentucky in 18 and 14. He walked from New Albany to this area carrying a muzzle-loading rifle and an axe. At the time, there were very few roads, and early pioneers used trails made by the wild animals and Indians. While following one of these trails, looking for a cabin site, he ran into 3 Indians roasting meat. They hadn't seen him, so not knowing whether they were friends or foe, he decided to take a chance and that he's going to backtrack, and came down another valley where he found a suitable location, walked to Vincennes and filed 80 acres government land, built a cabin. And 2 years later, in 1816, he built a large cabin where there was a better spring. This cabin, which underwent numerous additions throughout the years, stayed in the Sloan family until 1977. And in 1985, the original log structure was sold to a real estate company in Bedford, where it was supposed to be rebuilt as part of a pioneer village. And that Sloan cabin was still there. And one time, Art Sloan and his wife was living there, and it caught fire. And that's the first time that we ever found out it was a log cabin, because we stripped off some of the outside to put the fire out.
Where was it when it caught fire? Was it before it was moved to Bedford?
That was before it was moved to Bedford, and we didn't even know it was a log cabin. When Art Sloan built there, he had frames on the outside of it. And the only reason it was built, they had a spring house out back, and they used to keep their milk in there, and you could go there and get a drink of water.
But it wasn't built on Sloan Avenue, was it? It wasn't right on your street, was
That
it?
was just before you go under where the bridge from 64 goes into 37. It's just before, if you were going north, it was just before you got to that bridge. And Art Sloan's and his sister both lived there all of their lives. And I think that was possibly his, Art Sloan's grandfather.
So why was
how many of you
why
guys
was-
knew Art Sloan? He used to always loaf at Leo Land's. Any of you? It was in your time. Blanche Sloan was his sister.
There's Victor.
Looks like Victor C. Megenity's trying to come in.
He sneaked in just in time.
We can't hear anything from Victor yet. Victor, are you copying this man?
Vic, we can
Vic.
see you, but we can't hear you yet.
I don't know whether that's good or bad. Is any?
John, what anniversary did you say it would have been for you and Ann?
64.
64.
64.
Ours would have been
Oh my.
67. Ours would have been 67 in May.
I'm still
Sorry,
trying to
I'm
get used to being without her.
Right. I know it.
That'll take a while.
Right.
You know, if you're kind of interested in it, I don't know, 1957, 1927 was the year when I was born. And the prices back in those days at flour for a 5-pound bags were 28 cents. Eggs was 49 cents a dozen. A pair of boots cost you $2.98. A baseball was 85 cents. A diamond ring was $477. Bacon was 48 cents a pound. Milk for half a gallon was 28 cents. A pair of pants was $5.85. A lady's bicycle was $28.95. And the shotgun was $51.10.
But how long did you have to work to get that much money?
That was 19 and
It's
27.
misleading to just look at those numbers and pretend like it's cheap.
August of 26th, I was 96 years old. And I went out and played 9 holes of golf today with my great grandson. And we just finished, played the par on the English golf course.
Hello, everybody. I'm joining you very late. This is Vic.
Hi, Vic.
Hello.
Hello, Victor.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Victor.
Hi, Vic. Hey, Granddad. Who just joined? You got to say where. Oh, I didn't. There. Who?
Victor Megenity.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Pale. That's right.
Yeah.
No, I just came back from a 9/11 at the Fire Museum. A 9/11. I don't want to use the word celebration, commemoration. It was very, very touching.
That's right. Tomorrow is the 22nd year anniversary.
That is correct. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Bob Roberts, though, talking about the year he was born, that's because he's had a birthday since our last monthly Zoom.
All right.
How many is that, Bob?
Yeah, you know, Becky Hammond. I don't know what her married name is, but Jeremy, she was wanting to get on this, and our son too, if they could. And I didn't know how to tell them that. I never heard back from her since then. What was her married name? Do you remember?
Who was that?
Becky Hammond.
Is it Stetter? No.
I don't know.
Got Tim on here now. Is he going to say anything?
No.
Can you hear us, Tim? It is Stetter, Becky Hammond Stetter.
Okay. And she was wondering how to get on the things, and then her son.
Yeah, the email reminder that I send to you all each month, that where you click on the link on it, you can forward that to anyone who has that can join.
Okay. Well, Victor, let's hear something from you. There's a little star girl. Have you heard from her recently?
I talked with her the other day. I don't know if Vic is hearing that or not, but Della said she is very, very weak, has no energy. She doesn't go to the dining room anymore. They bring her food to her, and I think she's having some lung issues and not doing very well. I sent her a message today to see if she was going to join, and I did not hear back from her.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. She's
Are
quite
you,
young.
Bob, are you going to the school reunion coming up the 30th of this month?
What?
School reunion.
The school
at the
reunion.
community
Oh,
building
yeah,
in English,
you go get a
September
notice
30th.
for the reunion.
Are you
Did you all
going, Bob?
get a notice for Matt?
Vic and I plan to attend. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I do too. It's going to be in that new town building next to the bank.
Good.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Gordon, you're going to come.
I'll see most of you guys there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Gordon's going to come by my house. What time are you coming by, Gordon?
Well, you said I could come anytime afternoon,
I'll
so I'll be there.
I'll give you a beer, mix you a drink.
Yeah, I'll be here. So anytime noon or after, we'll head down.
I plan to be there around noon.
Go to that.
Okay.
Well, we're just about out of time now.
Yeah, we got about 6 minutes left. What? I didn't plan it this way, but on the wall behind me right here is let's see if anybody recognizes this.
Up higher.
There's a reflection.
Oh. Is that the park?
No. This is in Sulphur.
Oh, in Sulphur.
That's
Okay.
the Wiseman School right there.
The white building?
Yep, that little white building behind the red shed.
Yeah.
And then that was the Schultz farm. This was taken back in the 80s from a helicopter, if memory serves. They were going around selling aerial photographs to to the homeowners nearby.
Which ones were those places? Where was that big barn at?
That's in Sulphur.
Yeah, I see that there, but where's the location?
Oh, on State Road 62.
Okay, it's off of 62.
Yeah. Yep. Right near the interchange with 37, or I guess now it's 237.
Yeah, Tucker lived over there, I think. The ones that they run the Sulphur store for a while.
This was my great grandparents on my grandmother's side.
Yeah, she was. I delivered mail to her mother.
That's right.
She was getting her mail out by the road, and she couldn't walk that far. So I finally got an extension to come back to her front door. And most of the time, if I had any mail for her, I'd just take it and carry it in and hand it to her. And we got along real well.
That was in Riddle.
Yeah, she was her Mrs. Schultz's mother was a good friend of my mother's. They were both about the same age, I think, maybe born back in the 1890s, early 1890s. and stuff. I think Mom was born in 1893 and stuff. That
And Uncle John and Granddad, here, I'm going to show one more thing here. This, your mother, so my great grandmother on my grandfather's side, brought this back from travels in East Asia and gave it to my granddad and my grandmother as a present. And when I was a kid, it hung on the living room picture window. It's kind of a stained glass type thing, but it hung from a suction cup from the living room picture window, and it was always falling down. So my grandmother started using it as a trivet, and she gave it to me because she thought that I'd like to have something from Gigi.
way back then.
Yeah.
What's it made of? Glass?
No, it's not glass. It's like a plexiglass.
Oh, okay.
So it never broke when it would fall, but
How many years was that? Does it go back?
oh, well, not that many. I mean, John, your mom would have been in the it would have been in the early 80s, right? When she did those travels, she went to Egypt, and
That's about right.
it was after Aunt Jenny passed away.
Right.
But it's, other than photographs, it's the only artifact I have from her. And but when I was born, oh, and actually, you know what? I had wished everyone happy Grandparents' Day. Grandparents' Day was signed into law by President Jimmy Carter in the summer of 1978. I was born in January of 1978. So I didn't know how long Grandparents' Day had been in existence, but it might not be a coincidence that it was started in my first year. But when I was born, all four of my great grandparents on my mom's side were still living, and Flo was the last one to pass, and I was 25 years old when my last great grandparent passed away. That's a lot of wisdom and generations in the family.
Yeah.
Probably getting about ready to whack off.
Yeah, we got about a minute and 15 seconds left.
What was that, Bobby?
We got about a little over a minute left.
John, you got anything you want to tell us about what's happening in the
Not
Wire?
much. Just settling in with Leslie. Leslie is my minder now that Ann's gone and everybody else has moved away. So the two of us are just rattling around in the house. She's a very companionable.
I'm good to somebody with you. It makes a difference.
Leslie's an excellent minder.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry I came in late. I'll do better next time.
Are you sure?
Okay, good to see you guys again.
Next
Has
month.
Tim ever heard us?
See you
Take
next
care,
month.
John.
I don't think so. We'll want to hear all about the class reunion next time.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care, everyone. Happy Grandparents' Day again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Take care.
Bye-bye.